Hey guys, you ready for another Dazzled or Disappointed? I hope so, because I'm excited to bring you this Dazzled or Disappointed on the new Viseart Golden Hour eyeshadow palette. It released a couple of weeks ago. For the price, I had to pick it up. I don't usually pick up Viseart palettes. The only one I do own is the Petite Pro, and I think that one was because it was $30 and it gave me the opportunity to try them out. But because of the price, and I know I have picked up Natasha Denona in the past, but the shade range appeals to me a little bit more on that, but I know that I do love the Viseart formula based on the Petite Pro. I was so impressed. It was almost like at that point no other shadow compared. So when I saw that this one had released and at the price tag of $49 for 9 eyeshadows, I was like, I need to pick that up. So I have thoughts for you. I have swatches for you. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, so we'll go through that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this video so that you can get the scoop on this palette. All right, let's go through the huge and let's go to the Sephora website for description. And I just mentioned pricing, but I'll mention it again. So it is $49 and it is a 9-pan palette of highly pigmented eyeshadows. And for those of you who have tried the Viseart shadows, you know that to be true. Viseart's proprietary creamy, long-lasting eyeshadow formula is featured in an essential 9-pan palette with a full-size vanity mirror. Inspired by the unique twilight colors and hues of Paris during the golden hour, each easy-to-blend shade can be combined to create infinite looks. The palette features matte and shimmer finishes for creating depth and dimension. You do get, like I said, 9 eyeshadows. What else you need to know? These products are not tested on animals, contain organic ingredients, and they are free of silicone, petrochemicals, gluten, and mineral oil, which I know appeals to a lot of you. So good info right there. It is exclusive to online at this time. Sometimes they change their minds and end up shipping it to the store. But this is the box that it comes in right here, kind of, you know, nothing too exciting, just pretty simple. Got a picture of the palette on the box, and then on the back you have kind of a little diagram of how the shadows are laid out and their shade names. Let me see if I can find, I feel like I always have issues finding the, I guess the volume of product. Why can't I think of the word? Okay, so just to let you know, the each pan contains 0.49 ounces of product for a total net weight of 14 grams. So the palette is really, really nice. I love the simplicity, but it's really, I don't think luxurious is the word. It's almost like really classy, which is interesting to say, I guess, for an eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. It's got like a little metal, I think it's metal. It might be kind of a plastic that feels like metal. On the front that says Viseart, it has like a little director's chair, kind of like you're in Hollywood, and then it says Golden Hour. The trim and the back are kind of a rubbery brown, taupey brown. So that is what the front looks like. Really good quality, guys. So when a brand this high-end releases something like this at a price range like this, you're like, okay, what's gonna suffer? You know, it might come in looking a little cheap, or, you know, I mean, in fact, I am not a fan of their permanent eyeshadow palettes because I think it's got that plastic top, and I'm not really crazy about that because those crack if you want to travel with them. There's, you know, not very travel friendly because it can break, and this is so nice. The detail in this is really, really great. I do find it a little bit harder to open. I'll tell you why. So you open it up, it does have a full-size mirror, basically the size of the cover, but it's got this little plastic, kind of like the Natasha Denona. It has got a little plastic cover that has the shade names on the cover. So if you're gonna rip that off, you will take off the shade names. The shade names are on the back of the box, but most people don't keep the box. I do keep the plastic on mine. I find that it kind of keeps the powder confined and doesn't get all messy all over the mirror. But it's pretty neat because you open it up and the plastic sleeve literally just, it's like a cover. It just moves to the side. And I'm okay with that. It just makes it a little bit more troublesome to open the palette. No big deal. So you open it like that, and these are the 9 shades that you do get. So when I ordered it. Honestly, I hadn't seen too much about it. I just saw that it had released and I was like, at $49 for a Viseart palette, done, check out, hurry before it sells out. And mind you, it is still available on the Sephora website, has not sold out, it's still in stock. So I wasn't really sure, I hadn't heard anything about it, I wasn't sure what to expect. So when I opened the palette, it's one of those where you like jump for joy because even just looking at it makes you happy. And it was one of those things where I opened it and I thought, I love this palette already without even having used it. And so very, very fall appropriate colors, which makes me so excited. Just a side note, 2 weeks ago I had my first pumpkin spice latte of the season, not first overall, just of the season. My first Starbucks pumpkin spice latte because, guys, honestly, in Texas, first day of fall means nothing. We got like a week of really nice fall weather that, you know, kind of like dangling something in front of you and then like take it away. Because it was so nice and it was like, yes, it's the start of fall. I'm so excited. 5 days later, it went back to like 95, 98 degrees. I'm not even kidding. So I'm waiting for that fall weather, but in Texas, we don't get that till, I don't know, end of October, maybe even beginning of November. It stays pretty warm here. So let me go ahead and give you swatches of these bad boys. I do have a couple of the shades on my eyes today, so I will bring you in so that you can see how they perform or how they're looking on my eyes. So I will be right back with those swatches. Okay, here are the first four, and you've got Honorée, Rivoli, Montagne, and Seine. And because this is a Paris-themed eyeshadow palette, I absolutely guarantee I'm saying some of these wrong. But I'm trying. I took French in high school. I'm trying. Here's what they look like right there. As always, this is one swipe across my hand just for pigmentation purposes so that you have an idea of how good they are or how pigmented they are without me having to rub. So that is one swatch, or one swipe, I should say. This one is everything. The last 5 shades are Palais, Louvre, Carousel, Royal, and Tuileries. Probably not correct, but I'm hoping I get an E for effort. And that's what those 5 look like right there. So this cranberry, slightly patchy, but it is what I am wearing on my lid today, or on my outer, in part of my crease and outer corner, and I really had no issues with it. So the mattes are a little stiff, a little dry. I will give you the breakdown here shortly of how many mattes are in here as opposed to the more foiled shades, but that is what those look like right there. So you do get, let's see, 1, 2, there are 3, actually there are 4 mattes, so you get 5 of the more standout, what I consider standout shades, the more foiled, shimmery type shades. You get 5 of those and you get 4 mattes. The mattes are, like I mentioned, a little bit on the dry, chalkier side to swatch, but I have had no problem placing them on my eye and working them in with a brush. I was able to blend them out very, very easily today. I wouldn't say it's the easiest blending I've had to do, but I really had no true difficulty. There are some that it's just like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to blend out? And just to let you know, what I did do today was I did a eyeshadow primer, which I always do, and then from time to time I will put like a very neutral shade all over the lid to kind of smooth it out so I don't get hung up blending, you know, because then you start blending and you have a darker patch right here and then you have a whole lot of trouble blending it out. I find that a lot of times it's based on or depending on the tackiness of my eyeshadow primer. Anyways, can't remember where I learned that. I know so many beauty bloggers do it now, and I'm sure that's where I learned it. Maybe it was from Kristen Dominique. I'm not sure. Anyways, so let me bring you in here for a second so that I can show you what I am wearing on my eye. Okay, let me bring you in so that I can show you which shades I am wearing on my eyes so that you have a little bit of an idea. So I know we're real up close and personal right now, but okay. So in my crease, that lighter brown that's kind of peeking up is the shade Montagne. and then which is that kind of fawn brown type shade. And then in the lower portion of the crease and then in the outer, on the outer lid, I do have that cranberry matte shade called Louvre. And so that is what I have. And then Louvre is also on the lower lash line as well, which is underneath that glitter. Which, by the way, the glitter I am wearing is part of the Stila Magnificent Metals Shimmer and Glow, Glitter and Glow holiday set, which I did a review on in case you're interested. But that is what I am wearing on my lid. 2 shades today. Had absolutely no problem. The shimmer shades, the reason I didn't use one of the more metallic shades on my lid today is because I also did a review of the Stila set that I just mentioned, and so I kind of needed to combine both into one look so I could do both videos, because as I've told y'all before, whenever I'm doing a review, I like to be able to wear that product on the day I'm going to film, because I want you to see it in action. I want you to see how it looks. And so I incorporated 2 of these shades into this look. I love how, even though it's light and fresh, I love that it pulled in very fall because of that cranberry shade. And then of course I pulled it in with the lip, but these foiled or metallic shades, I don't even know if I should call them that, but they perform so, they're so pigmented. They pick up so nicely on the brush. They go over your lid like butter. Now, I will tell you, with these types of shades, I feel like I've gotten to do this, I've gotten used to doing this now with pretty much most shades when I'm putting on my lid. I no longer sweep. I used to be one of those who I would get my shader brush and I would sweep the color over my lid, and it shears it out so much. I have found that it's probably been a good 2 or 3 years that what I do is when I pick up color on my shader brush, I pack it onto my lid. It helps the color just stay better, look more opaque. And so I do the same with these. I don't sweep them on, I pack them on. Oh, they look so good. These are fall appropriate colors, and if you are in the market for a fall appropriate palette and a quality fall appropriate palette, like had all these words in my mind and they were all getting stuck without coming out my mouth. This is perfect because of the price range. So for $49, you are getting a high-end brand palette for not as much money, because I just really don't want to pay $80 for a Viseart palette, as much as I love the formula and love the shades. But $49, I could deal with that. So this thing is a Dazzled for me. I am so excited that they came out with this. I hope this does well, because I'd love to see them come out with more in this price range at this type of quality, the packaging, the product. I truly hope that this sells well, and hopefully gives them kind of gives them the impression that people want more of these. I know I do, but love it. This is absolutely a Dazzled for me. I would suggest picking it up, not to say that it's going to sell out. I don't know. Again, in November, the Sephora sale starts or happens for 20% off. I always tell you with limited edition products, it's always kind of a gamble. Should I get it now at full price? Should I wait and see if it's still in stock in November so I can get 20% off? Because honestly, on these types of things, 20% off is a lot of money. 20% off of $49 is almost 10 bucks. So if you can grab a 9-pan Viseart palette for $39 or $39.50 or whatever it may be, oh my gosh, what an incredible deal. I think it's a great deal at $49, but to get it at $39, even better. This thing is awesome, you guys. If you like these types of shades, if you're looking for fall shades, if you're looking for something good quality without the price tag, yes, I realize $49 for an eyeshadow palette still is a lot, because a lot of people don't want to pay even that much, and I get that, but given that most palettes now are $59, $69, $80, $49 is a pretty good deal. All right, guys, I hope this review has been helpful for you, especially if you've been kind of on the fence and wondering what this looks like on the inside. I hope it's been helpful for you in making your decision on whether you should pick it up. All right, guys, I need to give you the verse of the day before I let you go. Today's comes from Exodus 15:2, and it says, "The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. He is my God, and I will praise him, my Father's God, and I will exalt him." Guys, thank you so much for sticking out this video with me. I hope you're enjoying all of these Dazzleds or Disappointeds. I was gone for a little while, but I hope I'm making up for it by all of the content that I'm putting out right now. If you are new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. You know I would love to have you as part of this YouTube family. Everybody has been, I keep on reiterating, everybody is just so sweet, so kind. Everybody that has subscribed, and I really, really appreciate that. Y'all send very, very sweet comments and feedback my way, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you're looking to find me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. I hope you'll give this a thumbs up if you did find it helpful, and you guys know the drill. I'm going to see you in the next video, which is probably going to be very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.